Here's the latest scoop on all the crazy theories about the Elbaf arc, and it honestly sounds like it could be one of the wildest arcs in One Piece history. Fans are seriously hyped, and if even half of these predictions come true, this arc is going to shake things up big time. So sit back, because here's a rundown of all the major theories that are spreading like wildfire. Let's start with Loki, the giant prince of Elbaf. We all thought he'd just be another royal character, maybe with a noble or heroic vibe, right? Wrong. Word is that Loki isn't some honorable prince. He's actually a full-on tyrant. And to make things even juicier, rumors say he's going to fall for Nami. Yup, you read that right. Loki, the powerful, possibly villainous prince, might just have his eyes on our favorite navigator. Imagine the chaos that'll bring, especially with Nami's "I'll do what it takes for treasure" attitude. Who knows, maybe she have to charm her way out of a giant's grasp. Now, this one is huge. Robin is usually quiet and observant, but she's also the one with the most knowledge about the world's mysteries. Some fans think she's going to make a massive declaration in Elbaf by officially calling Luffy the Pirate King. Imagine her looking around at the giants of Elbaf and proudly announcing that Luffy is the true Pirate King. Talk about a goosebumps moment. If this really happens, it could mark a major turning point in Luffy's journey, solidifying his status and inspiring everyone around him. Now, here's a shocker. Enel might actually come back in the Elbaf arc. We all remember the god of Skypiea, who headed to the moon after his defeat, right? Fans think he could return, possibly with new abilities or information he picked up from his space adventures. If Enel joins the fray, he could be a game changer. His lightning powers were devastating back in Skypiea, so imagine how intense it would be to see him with even more tricks up his sleeve in the world below. After Luffy and Katakuri's intense fight in the Whole Cake Island arc, there's a lot of mutual respect between them. Now, fans are speculating that Katakuri might actually step in during the Elbaf arc and team up with Luffy. Imagine the two of them fighting side by side. Katakuri has always been loyal to his family, so if he's willing to ally with Luffy, it could mean a big shift in the alliances in the One Piece world. Plus, having Katakuri on his side could be a huge advantage for Luffy against any major threats in Elbaf. And it wouldn't be a true One Piece arc without Big Mom somehow getting involved. Fans believe that Big Mom might return in Elbaf, but this time, she'd be digging into the truth about Mother Carmel. We all know how Mother Carmel's story turned dark, and if Big Mom learns the full truth, it could shake her to her core. It's possible we'll see a new side of Big Mom as she grapples with her past and maybe even faces some old regrets. And given her history with the Giants, it'd be intense to watch her return to Elbaf with this bombshell revelation. Moving outside of Elbaf, there's a theory that Cross Guild might pull off an audacious raid on Impel Down. This is huge, because Impel Down is one of the most secure and infamous prisons in the world. If Cross Guild, which includes Buggy, Crocodile, and Mihawk, launches an attack, we could see some major prisoners freed and chaos unleashed. It'd also add some serious tension to the story, especially if it ties back to events happening in Elbaf and affects Luffy and the crew. One of the most anticipated battles in One Piece has always been Shanks versus Blackbeard, and fans think it might finally happen during or around the Elbaf arc. These two have a massive history and totally opposing philosophies, so a fight between them would be monumental. If this showdown really happens, it could change the balance of power in the One Piece world, especially if one of them actually falls in battle. It's the kind of clash that would have fans on the edge of their seats. Back in Wano, we saw hints of Kid's Conqueror's Haki, but fans think he might reach a whole new level in Elbaf. If Kid unlocks Advanced Conqueror's Haki, it could make him a true rival for Luffy and even up the stakes between them. Plus, Kid's not the type to back down, so seeing him with this new power would bring an exciting dynamic to his character. Elbaf could be the perfect place for Kid to push his limits and rise up to the top-tier power level we've been hoping for. The Grand Fleet has been relatively quiet since they formed, but fans think Elbaf might be the arc where they finally make a big impact. The theory goes that something will happen to Luffy, and his Grand Fleet will step in to turn the tide. This could be the moment where we see the full strength of the alliance Luffy has built, adding even more firepower to his side and showing the world that he's not alone. And last but not least, there's talk that Vivi might reunite with the crew. After everything that's gone down with the world government and the Reverie, Vivi's in a tight spot, and reuniting with the Straw Hats could be just what she needs. Not only would it be an emotional moment for the crew, but it could also signal a big shift in the story, possibly even drawing the Straw Hats into direct conflict with the world government. All in all, these theories make Elbaf sound like it's going to be an absolutely legendary arc. Between Luffy's potential Pirate King moment, shocking alliances, and the return of old enemies, there's so much to look forward to. If even a fraction of these predictions come true, this arc will be one for the history books.